New Life in the UK 3rd edition Test 13.
Question 1. Which two of the following are UK landmarks?
The Eisteddfod, Edinburgh Castle, the London Eye, National Trust.
Answer.
Edinburgh Castle, the London Eye.
Question 2. Dylan Thomas was a famous writer and poet from which country?
England, Scotland, Northern Ireland, Wales.
Answer.
Wales.
Question 3. What is the minimum legal age you can buy alcohol in the UK?
18, 19, 21, 24.
Answer.
18.
Question 4. Which two things can you do to look after the environment?
Drive your car as much as possible. Never turn the lights off in your house. Recycle your waste. Walk and use public transport to get around.
Answer.
Recycle your waste. Walk and use public transport to get around.
Question 5. Which of the following statements is correct?
The Chancellor of the Exchequer is responsible for the economy. The Chancellor of the Exchequer is responsible for crime, policing and immigration.
Answer.
The Chancellor of the Exchequer is responsible for the economy.
Question 6. Which two of the following groups of adults are eligible to vote in all UK elections?
Only those born in the UK. Citizens of the Commonwealth who are resident in the UK. UK-born and naturalised adult citizens. Citizens of the USA.
Answer.
Citizens of the Commonwealth who are resident in the UK. UK-born and naturalised adult citizens.
Question 7. Which of the following areas does civil law cover?
Drunk and disorderly behaviour. Burglary. Debt. Violent crime.
Answer.
Debt.
Question 8. Which of the following statements is correct?
The UK is made up of the following countries: England, Scotland, Wales and Northern Ireland. The UK is made up of the following countries: England, Scotland, Wales and Ireland.
Answer.
The UK is made up of the following countries: England, Scotland, Wales and Northern Ireland.
Question 9. Which two are 20th century British discoveries or inventions?
Cloning a mammal. Mobile phones. Cash machines, ATMs. Walkmans.
Answer.
Cloning a mammal. Cash machines, ATMs.
Question 10. The crown jewels are kept at the Tower of London. True or false?
True. False.
Answer.
True.
Question 11. Which country did Germany invade in 1939 that led to the UK declaring war on Germany?
Finland, France, Austria, Poland.
Answer.
Poland.
Question 12. During the Great Depression of the 7930s, the UK had high levels of employment. True or false?
True. False.
Answer.
False.
Question 13. To which two international bodies does the UK belong?
The North American Free Trade Agreement, NAFTA. The Arab League. The North Atlantic Treaty Organization, NATO. The Commonwealth.
Answer.
The North Atlantic Treaty Organization, NATO. The Commonwealth.
Question 14. Which two of the following would you contact for legal advice?
A local councillor. A solicitor. Your local member of parliament, MP. The Citizens Advice Bureau.
Answer.
A solicitor. The Citizens Advice Bureau.
Question 15. Which of the following statements is correct?
The Wars of the Roses were between the houses of Windsor and Tudor. The Wars of the Roses were between the houses of Lancaster and York.
Answer.
The Wars of the Roses were between the houses of Lancaster and York.
Question 16. Most people live in the countryside in the UK. True or false?
True. False.
Answer.
False.
Question 17. Which two of the following were major welfare changes introduced from 1945 to 1950?
National Health Service, NHS. Employment exchanges. A social security system for all. State retirement pension.
Answer.
National Health Service, NHS. A social security system for all.
Question 18. Which of the following do you need in order to gain a full car license?
Achieve 5 GCSE passes. Own a car. Pass a driving test which tests both knowledge and practical skills. Be in employment.
Answer.
Pass a driving test which tests both knowledge and practical skills.
Question 19. The Wimbledon Championships are associated with motorsports. True or false?
True. False.
Answer.
False.
Question 20. What happens when a Member of Parliament, MP, dies or resigns?
The post remains vacant until the next general election. Their party chooses someone to fill the post until the next general election. A neighbouring MP looks after the constituency. A by-election is held to replace the MP.
Answer.
A by-election is held to replace the MP.
Question 21. Which of the following statements is correct?
You have to be aged 18 or over to buy a national lottery ticket. You have to be aged 16 or over to buy a national lottery ticket.
Answer.
You have to be aged 16 or over to buy a national lottery ticket.
Question 22. Which of the following statements is correct?
James VI of Scotland was not related to Queen Elizabeth I of England. James VI of Scotland was related to Queen Elizabeth I of England.
Answer.
James VI of Scotland was related to Queen Elizabeth I of England.
Question 23. With which sport do you associate Lewis Hamilton, Jenson Button and Damon Hill?
Football. Formula 1. Athletics. Skiing.
Answer.
Formula 1.
Question 24. Which colonies of the British Empire decided to declare their independence in 1776?
Canadian. Australian. American. South African.
Answer.
American.
Thank you for watching the video and wish you will get your driver license soon.